My name is Jacob Zalian, and I'm the pastor of Set Free Church in the wonderful town of Sanger. So being a church that loves to minister to the homeless and to those that are on drugs and alcohol, when you tell somebody that Jesus could change your life and that person says, hey, I want to change, you can't just say, hey, well, I pray that you get sober and stay warm. We open up our doors and we take them in. So a lot of times I'll get somebody that wants to change, right? And then they'll come in and we kind of share that, hey, I'm going to take you to the train station. The train leaves every day at 11 o'clock and we're going to send you to Southern California. And then it's in that time of waiting for the bus to come where they're reminded of maybe a hustle they got, or maybe one more thing that they need to take care of before they go and change their life. And then a lot of times I'll never see that person again. It's hard for us to send somebody 4 hours away in hope that they're gonna make it there and that they're gonna stay there and they're gonna get sober there. Since day one, we've been searching for a property local in Fresno County, that it will be our own ranch that is only 15 minutes away from here, but it's in the middle of two towns. There's not a liquor store next to it, and it's just surrounded by field, and it's a spot where people's lives will be able to transform. 2 out of 4 will make it to the ranch, and 1 out of 4 will stay. The 2 months. Most of them, they bail out halfway through. They get scared, they get nervous, and they just leave. And then so it's like, man, we just paid money for you to go. You know? And so when we get this spot, it's going to be a game changer for us. But this is a spot that we are in the process of buying right now. The owner's going to carry the note. So come on, don't get scared when you look inside of it. It needs a lot of love. So come on, let's go check it out. What we plan on doing with this place is this will be the spot where our search and rescue vehicles go and find somebody that wants to get sober. This is one of the rooms, which you'll see it needs a lot of love, but we're gonna be fixing the roof, putting some bunk beds, painting it up, and getting this set up. And in here, we'd be able to have about maybe 6 bunk beds, and this is where we'd be detoxing the people. The way we run is I'd have bunk bed, a little dresser, bunk bed, dresser, the whole way through here. So we'd be able to have about 40 people just in this double wide right here. What somebody may look at this as it just needs to be burned down or knocked down, we see the finished product, and this is kind of just like the guys that we get off the street. Sometimes they look all jacked up, maybe they got 1 tooth or no teeth, looking all dirty, and then the moment God comes into their life, He could transform them and turn them into a new creation and breathe life into their dead lungs. And so that's what we're gonna do with this place. We're gonna turn this filthy, smelling like rat pee place into a beautiful spot where we'll be able to transform people's lives. I look at this and I see the potential. I see what it could be. And so we have the manpower. Currently right now we have I think we have 30 disciples that are in our program. And so when we go somewhere, we knock things out quick, we get things done. So we have the manpower to make this to be what it needs to be. We just need people's help to step up and to see our heart and to help us to fulfill this calling that God's given us. But this is it. By the grace of God, we've been looking for a spot for the last probably about 4 or 5 years, and God has placed this spot in our laps. You know, it's not going to be the easiest, but nothing that He has called us to do has been easy. Everything's been hard and it's been tough, but when it does happen and it does open up, you know, planning a church wasn't easy. None of this that I've done has been easy, but once you see it up and going, it's all worth the struggle and it's worth the toil. And if you're going to be a church planner, especially if you're going to be a set-free pastor, trust me, you're going to have calluses on your hands. So,
ask me, man, I tell you how He freed my affliction. Ask me, man, I tell you how He freed my addiction. And not just me, everybody in Set Free got a story. And just like me, everybody in Set Free gonna give God the glory.
Like I was broken, I was on drugs, on heroin, fentanyl, meth, involved in gangs, running from the law. My dad didn't want me at the house. My daughter and my son gave up on me. I was having problems on the street. I overdosed. I got stabbed. The ranch, you saw the mess that's over there, right? The big old mess and everything. Well, before I came here, that's how my life was. That's how my mind was. That's how my spirit was. Like I was broken, lost, and nowhere to go. I was sleeping on the street, living on the street. And then so I know Jacob though. I know Jacob for a long time. That's what makes this place good, is because I know he's from the streets. I know he's And so if there's something that could change his life, then like that made me curious, like what could make him change, maybe it could work for me. I've been rebuilding my life, or I haven't been doing it because I can't do nothing, but God has, God through this ministry and with the help of Jacob and everybody here, this place has helped me find purpose in my life, before God, now I can be a servant of Christ and just be a positive influence on the community now.
When I went to go launch, and I went over there and I got to meet somebody from Foothill, Stephen, to see that somebody from hours away, all the way on the other side of that grapevine, believed in us and saw what God was doing in this little town of Sanger. And you guys are willing to step up and to financially support us, and also in prayer. That was like, I saw that as like, man, God, you're going to provide for us, because I had other churches that I was talking to around here, people that knew me, and they didn't believe in us. But to see somebody far away in another town that doesn't even know anything about me believes in us, and it just showed me that God was telling us like, man, I got you. And God keeps showing me through other people, through other churches, that he believes in me, and so it's a blessing.